The neon lights of Bramall Lane reflected off the rain-slicked roof of a gold 1994 Renault Espace. Mel Sterland sat in the passenger seat, kneading a lump of grey putty into an unmistakable, albeit slightly offensive likeness of Christopher Lillicrap. He sighed, looking at the dashboard. It lacks the majesty of the Steel City skimmer, Wadders, Mel said in a resigned tone. A hovercraft commands respect. A clapped-out Espace, borrowed from Hot Gordon's carpool, does not. A whiny Mel continued, "We look like a right bunch of top-hats, driving around in this." Tutting in the driver's seat was R.A. Waddilove. Wadders, gripping the steering wheel with white-knuckled intensity, didn't look back. "The skimmer's turbine inhaled a stray sheepskin jacket in the dawn, Mel. It'll be back by Tuesday. Just focus on the mission." In the back seat of the Espace, Imre Varadi was checking the cylinder of a heavy-duty staple gun. "Target's in the harvester, Mel. He's taking the Cross-Eyed Dog's GoFundMe page for everything they've got. Word is, he just ordered the seafood platter." Mel's eyes narrowed. He hated fraud almost as much as he hated the way Commissioner Whitehouse looked at him during their occasional disciplinary shout-offs. Mel had once sculpted Whitehouse out of putty in a compromising position with a traffic cone. Their relationship hadn't recovered since. "Right," Mel said, tossing the half-finished statue onto the dashboard. "Let's move. Nobody eats succulent meals on the backs of boss-eyed Labradors on my watch." They sweatily burst into the restaurant like a half-arsed three-man tactical unit. Mel led the charge, his gait still carrying the phantom echoes of a gallop down the wing from his playing days. He spotted the suspect, a man in a silk suit, currently drizzling clarified butter over a king prawn. "Step away from the seafood, son," Mel roared, slamming a photo of a squinting spaniel onto the table. "You say this money's for canine corrective eye surgery, but all I see is a man drowning in garlic butter." The fraudster blinked. "You can't prove anything, Sterland. I'm a philanthropist." "You're a parasite," Imre chimed in, brandishing the staple gun. Just then, the doors swung open. Commissioner Whitehouse stepped in, flanked by two uniformed officers. His face turned a shade of purple that matched Mel's putty sculpture. "Sterland, I told you to stay on leave for a month. Anyway, you have no jurisdiction in a harvester." "I have the jurisdiction of the streets, Whitehouse," Mel yelled back, grabbing a breadstick and pointing it like a finger of fate. "While you're filling out forms, this guy is eating the inheritance of every cross-eyed dog in South Yorkshire." In the confusion, the fraudster tried to bolt. Mel didn't hesitate. He leapt up and farted before executing a classic sliding tackle that swept the suspect off his feet and sent him sliding across the floor straight into a stack of trays. "Nice touch, Mel. Pure 1992, Waddilove remarked, casually checking his watch. As Whitehouse's officers cuffed the fraudster, Mel took a closer look at the tit as he lay on the floor. "I think it's time you removed that afro wig, son," Mel commanded. "And those? Yes, those gentleman's semi-library glasses." "Yes, just as I suspected. Simon Bloody Tracy. We meet again." Mel looked across at Commissioner Whitehouse. "Dane, it's your old mate Simon, up to his usual tricks again. Wouldn't surprise me if he was in cahoots with Tony Agana. I hope I can trust you not to go soft on your old teammate." Whitehouse squirmed, knowing that once again Mel held a fistful of trumps. Mel, looking like the cat that got the cream, turned to Imre Varadi. "Our work here is done. You can put that staple gun away now." "Wadders, get the Espace warmed up. Come on, lads. I feel like taking it for a spin around Lidl's car park."
The makers of the Sterland Files would like to remind viewers that it is against Harvester Company policy to allow patrons to wave around staple guns like a prick on their premises. Though if you need to be told this, you probably need to have a word with yourself.